Whoa, we're live, folks. We're live and it's handheld. And you know how my hands shake. I'm late. I apologize. I pride myself in that I'm always punctual. And 2 weeks in a row now, I've started the show late. So how we all doing this Sunday? I'm trying to find a place to sit, and I think I found a perfect location. Hello, Industrial Wasteland. Chris, thank you for joining. Mystic Pizza. Political Clownfish. All right. So I'm in a very special location. I am not in New York today. Let's try to do this. What a perfect backdrop for a live video. I'm in Winsted, Connecticut. I've been spending a lot of time in Connecticut these days, and I've realized that I need to spend more time here. Fantastic. I mean, just driving around the small towns, passing the farms, the small businesses, the views and the bodies of water, whether it be ponds, lakes. The drive here today, even though it's a kind of a gloomy day, absolutely gorgeous. But I came to Winsted for a very special reason, an aromatic reason. For the longest time, I have been following Cottage Wicks on Instagram. I'm sure most of you folks are probably doing the same. And I recently reached out to Jessica from Cottage Wicks and said, how about we do a little collaboration? And we were kind of figuring out how we wanted to do that because, the reputation that they have, I wanted to make sure I did something special for them. But, just kind of willy-nilly, she said, oh, we're having an open house today. Why don't you stop on by? And I'm like, oh, that's great. Stop on by. And she did mention that it was in a massive old factory, but man, if you can see it back here, I had no idea what I was walking into. There's over 50 artists who work in this warehouse who have studio space. And it's exactly what they said. She said it's an open house where you walk around, you can see all of the artists presenting their work, see a little bit of the behind the scenes. And I just spent 2 hours in Cottage Wicks, just smelling the candles, getting a little bit of footage for an upcoming video. Now, I don't want to do any spoilers. Now, I say this all of the time. I show you candles and I say that I'm going to review them, and some of them I don't get to, some of them I do. But one thing I can say for sure is that I will certainly be, I keep saying the word review, to evaluate. I will be evaluating these candles. Why? Because they have it. They have the mojo, Cottage Wicks. What I mean by that is I feel it. Same kind of thing when I find these other handcrafted companies. They're doing it for the right reasons. They're artists at heart. The heart of this channel and this project, this vlog, was for me to educate myself and bring you guys along on the journey. And going into 2008, I really want to. We'll always be talking about Yankee Candle and the big companies. You know how nostalgically and how I feel about Yankee Candle. But I really want to dive in deep. Not so much in the candles, believe it or not, but the people behind the candles. Why they've chosen this profession. Why they started their businesses. Why do they do what they do? Did I say 2008? Oh boy, that's a blunder. 2018. Who do we got with us? But here's one right here. I am certainly not going to talk about this. I don't want any spoiler alerts, and I'm probably shouldn't be showing you. I think there's fragrance notes on the label there, but Mystic Forest. And the first thing I noticed was aesthetically how much I really enjoyed the labels and the whole jar, the package, the aluminum lids that are weathered and tattered as if they've been, sitting on a shelf over a long period of time. I love it. But it's not just that. Check this out. We're dealing with actual botanicals. We got flowers, herbs that they put inside their candles. Very creative. And if you're ever I wish I knew surrounding areas, but I kind of got twisted around, and I'm a little bit backward as far as where I actually am right now. I'm in northeastern. Who's from Torrington? Someone's from Torrington. Is that Leslie? Is Leslie here? I'm close to Torrington, so I'm close to Leslie. Now, something I want to address real quick, because I don't want people to turn away from this video later on and not get the announcement. I have a big announcement regarding the live chats, the live streams, the Smell It Sundays, and Aromatically Speaking. They're not going away. They're not going away, so don't get nervous. But I am creating a secondary channel. The channel, I don't want to release the information yet, but as for now, as of today until the new year, we won't have any live. Not that I won't do spontaneous lives, but we won't be doing Smell It Sundays until January. And the reason is because I think some people love the lives. There's folks like you guys who join all the time, every Sunday. You have it, kind of programmed in your head to join the Candle Enthusiast Shane on Sunday, and I love you guys for that. But I think there's a large part of the following, the subscribers, that are, who don't enjoy the lives, and I think it's turning them away. And I've been meeting people trying to sell myself as the candle enthusiast, that we can do really pretty, good-looking videos, nicely edited, concise videos. And when I've been sending, whether it be a local company or an inn, a restaurant, whatever it may be, when they check out the channel, they're bombarded with these live videos. And as you guys know, I'm not a great speaker, and there's no production value. As you can see by the electrical box behind me, no production value in these lives. So I will be updating what the new channel will be, and I will be creating that. And like I said, we will have lives. I'm sure there's going to be plenty of spontaneous lives, and I might pop in on Sundays. I'm not saying I'm definitely not going to do it, but the first thing I need to do is take all of the lives, put them onto a new channel, and unlist them on the official Candle Enthusiast channel. What do you guys think of that? And that's true. Cecily brings up a good point. It's more of an intimate live thing that we have, where I think we can find new subscribers. We can get our little bubble of candle enthusiasts to grow and grow, but not have it interfere with the other videos that I'm creating. You have to keep in mind, for every, you guys know, but you know how much time and effort I put into editing, as you can see how long it takes me to put out a video. What do you guys think? Reading your comments. It's a great idea to separate the lives, I think. I'm sad, Nancy says. I love them, but I understand. Yeah, imagine like me going up to, I was just at Sturbridge. I just posted that video. Sturbridge, the old Sturbridge Village, and I addressed the communications and media director. And I said, I have this show. I do, I try to make the best one-man featurettes, little vignettes of my travels, candles. And they go to the Candle Enthusiast and they see these an hour-long live videos, 2-hour-long live videos. And they're confused because here I am promoting myself as, a decent editor and vlogger. And that's not what they're seeing. And I think they're less likely to grant permission for me to film if they see those live videos. Does that make sense? Yeah, it will be a scheduled live. And 2 p.m. Eastern time, New York City time, every Sunday will be a scheduled Smell It Sunday. But we will talk about the time as we approach the New Year's. If we can find a time that's better for other people who are abroad and essentially they're just about to go to bed when I go live. Eric Peter Carlson says, do what you have to do, man. Love isn't going to, not going away, just another channel. It really is something I need to do. Eric can contest for this, or that I've been battling with making this decision for a long time. And it's, I think it's just gotten to the point where we're approaching a fresh, brand new year, and I think this is the right thing to do. And everything is concerns me. Concerns all the work that Rachel put into the Facebook page. So I want to be very clear, making sure that I reach out to all of the subscribers, letting them know that our live channels are kind of the extension of the live show is Rachel's Facebook page. Is that a question, Eric? You know what's best from dealing with people from companies and locations. No, I think you're just making a statement. All right, so it's no big deal. Second channel. All right. And so let's talk about, did everyone have a chance to see the Sturbridge video? I know this is a crazy time of year and everyone's got so much on their agenda. I had a great time. I really had one of those, I feel like I keep using this word recently, but immersive experience. I had the whole village essentially to myself, and I had plenty of time to really absorb the experience and not just be behind the camera the entire time. And so whenever that magic happens, whenever I can put the camera aside and really not take for granted where I am, it's always, to me, turns out to be a better vlog. Like as compared to the Blaze, for example, it was under time crunch. It was black, very, very dark out. The camera couldn't see anything, and it was raining. So I had 3 strikes against me. Red Lion Inn will be coming soon, but probably not as soon as you would like. That's a good thing. Let me assure you, that's a good thing. The reason why I'm kind of pondering over the Red Lion Inn / Norman Rockwell is I filmed some stuff, but I don't think it's done. I know that sounds weird, but I started to kind of get into something, and then I ran out of time. I needed to book it for leave town for another engagement. So I think I might be going back and a little bit closer to Christmas. So I haven't forgotten about that video. It's coming up. We're also going to be doing another massive road trip, and I want to make sure that this time we have great in-between videos. I'm just going to keep the camera rolling. I want you guys to feel like you're traveling with me. I'll cut out all the boring parts, but I'll keep in some of the humorous parts, some of the authentic parts of, the frustrations of being a producer, vlogger, photographer, all at the same time, while trying to perform at your best, with sensory evaluation, and then editing it all, which is a very, very, very long, tedious, but rewarding process. All right, so what are you guys burning? I see Candy Cane Lane. Now, is that going to be Yankee Candle, or is that going to be a Pethybridge candle, Leslie Pethybridge? Eric Peter Carlson, I'm sorry to be favoring my brother, but I have to read these comments. He's claiming, he goes, is it wrong that I'm burning 5 candles in my apartment right now? I mean, your apartment is big, if you're asking me. So I don't think it's a problem, but it's got to be this like cacophony of aromatics. I don't know if they're all themed the same, if they're all like Christmas, pine, minty, fresh, clean, alpine. Maybe that works. But if you're burning like a whoopie pie or chocolate layer cake with witch's brew, I think that might be a problem. And I mention witch's brew because Eric is also a Yankee Candle lover. But I got him into Kringle Candle too. I was burning, Laura just got whoopie pie. I like it because if anyone's burned the chocolate layer cake Yankee Candle, it's great. It's massive. It's an explosion. I mean, it is a bomb in a good way. However, it's way too sweet for some people. It's way too chocolatey, too powerful for some people. So I think whoopie pie is a nice in-between. It's not like low intensity, but it's not going to be like someone poured fudge on top of your head. But I like fudge poured on top of my head. Hollyberry. Mark Smith is that going to be the returning favorites? Is it a new candle, or is that going to be an older year's candle? I think chocolate layer cake and chocolate cappuccino are some of Yankee Candle's strongest. I'm gonna, I can't disagree with that, Jackie. I can't. I don't know what's going on. Mark Smith, of course Mark Smith would have a vintage Hollyberry. Nancy just received sugar cookie martini, and it's so awesome. So you just told me it was awesome, but I really, anyone else tried the sugar cookie martini? It was easily, for me, the one I was the most excited about as far as the collection for 2017 by Yankee Candle, because it actually smelt at least partially like a martini, which, after the Alpine martini and the other libations, the other beverage-themed candles from last year, that was something I was not expecting, because those really didn't smell like cocktails, in my opinion. Going to South Deerfield, home of the Yankee Candle Village, tomorrow. Gonna hunt for it. So Lady Chaos, to find it, it's going to be right in the Candle Emporium where they make the custom baskets, the gift baskets. It's up against a white wall. That's where they have all of the returning favorites and online exclusive candles. Nancy could smell some alcohol on it, saving it for New Year's. That's a great idea. Gotta go back. Been enjoying Bath and Body Works pink bubble gum. Pink bubble gum, really? That's interesting. Is that kind of like is that like nostalgic for you? Like I knew like growing up, everything was bubblegum flavored. I was just talking to my mother about like she bought, was it High C? Eric, was it High C or was it Juicy Juice that had the bubblegum flavored juice? Bubblegum doesn't have juice. How could they call it juice, a bubblegum? I don't know. But my mother would buy it for us. No hate, Mom, no hate, but just notice, not the most nutritious things we've had in our childhood. New England blueberry. Make sure you pick the right label. Sugared plums and mistletoe milk cups. Oh, wow. I can imagine. Pink bubblegum girl gang. It makes me want to fight a man. I'm missing the reference. Pink bubblegum girl gang. Smells like bazooka bubblegum or double bubble. It's double bubble, hubba bubba, and Bazooka Joe. All different. Hubba bubba. All right, there you go. We're talking about bubblegum. I love it. It's great that I have friends, people that I can geek out about bubblegum with. Wow. Watermelon bubblegum. Yeah, what was that? Bubblicious? These are the kind of descriptors. So if you ever find yourself in a situation and you're reviewing candles, or like I say, I like to call it evaluating candles, I try to keep my opinions out of it as much as possible. But, you know, for me, I love finding the nostalgic descriptors. It just, I figure, you know, it's better for communication. Oh my God. I just wish I had this back when it was Halloween. So it was a big day for Bath and Body Works yesterday. What was it, $8.75, all 3 wick tumblers? Did anybody take advantage of that? $8.95. I guess with the price increase this year, that's a pretty good deal, right? I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. I like that. It's got a good sound to it. All right. So you got 17. Eric got 17. Cecily took advantage of the sale. What's like the hottest thing right now at Bath and Body Works? Seriously, like if you guys seem to be aficionados, enthusiasts of Bath and Body Works, and you know I gotta I don't get to visit Bath and Body Works. You know what would happen? I would start buying, I would start collecting. It would become a nightmare. Every now and then I'll throw in a review of Bath and Body Works, but I really virtually know nothing. White Woods. Oh yeah, I love the sound of that. Let me ask you this question, guys. Do you like a Bath and Body Works candle that is literal, or a fantasy label? I'll give you two examples. If let's say there was a candle called Orange Zest and Chamomile, and that was the title of the candle. Do you like that? Or if I called that same candle, let's say, Market Street Tea Shop? Because Market Street Tea Shop really it gives more information and allows more for the imagination to work with. However, it's not literal, right? You're not really finding out what is in the candle. So I think I'm seeing a balance of both people who like fantasy versus label. It's kind of like with wine, right? Are you drinking Cabernet? Are you drinking Merlot? Are you drinking Syrah? Or are you drinking Dancing Bear Ranch Reserve wine from Howell Mountain, Napa Valley? You have no idea what you're drinking. But sometimes the fantasy labels are a little bit more fun, I find. I like both. Cecily likes both. Market Street Tea Shop for me, says Suzanne. A little bit of both. Yeah, I think there's a little bit of, I think in our lives, just generally, we enjoy things to be literal, to be straightforward. But we always have room for fantasy. Always have room for fantasy. Laura says, I'm too dumb with wine. I need literal to understand the fantasy label. Sometimes they need to, because if you put 15 grapes in a blend, in a wine bottle, you can't call that a grape, right? You got to have 75% dominance in the United States to call that bottle by the grape. So all of you folks who say, oh, I don't like Merlot, I never touch Merlot. Well, you know what? In many, many, many cases, there's pretty large percentage, like 10 to 25% Merlot in those Cabernets. And their Merlot is in every Bordeaux bottle that you've probably ever touched or had. But here's a good example. If you guys want to have fun, and for you wine folks out there, look up a company called Orin Swift. ORINSWIFT. Winemaker David Finney. A lot of people think Orin Swift is his name. It was a combination of his parents' name. Started out very, very small in St. Helena, Napa Valley, and became famous with his breakthrough wine, The Prisoner. And Quintessa, you guys are losing me here probably. Quintessa from Napa Valley bought that wine, and he got money, I'm sure. So he's doing the most eclectic, what was the word I was going to say? It's probably not the right word anyway, but he's doing really fun projects, and you have to see his labels. Some of his labels don't even have the name of the wine on them. There's one he has called Mannequin, and all it is, the label, is just a bunch of mannequin parts. It's so creepy but intriguing at the same time that at least my imagination, I can't help but always wonder when I see his labels. what that wine is going to taste like and what is inside. Any questions for me, guys? Because I gotta hit the road. I gotta check out the rest of this exhibit. I'm trying to make a little vlog out of it too. But I got some moments. If you guys have any specifically questions about holiday content, there was a lot on my agenda, and I'm always saying this. You know, there was a lot on my agenda. A lot of things had to be cut out. But right now I'm sitting on hours and hours of footage. So if you don't see things coming out like 3-4 times a week, don't be afraid. It's coming out. But I need to take quality time to sit down and to edit. Okay, that's a very fair question, Eric. Eric goes, are you going to analyze some of the Witch City Wicks Christmas fragrances? So, spoiler alert here. It's not 100% set in stone because we need to set, Liz and I from Witch City Wicks need to set an actual date that works for both of us. But it looks at this point like I will at least be visiting the shop in Salem in the very, very near future. So yes, I will be covering her dark Christmas candles, but also heartwarming Christmas candles. And she says she's got a new project for Christmas coming out, or she's conceiving of the idea. So I'm very curious to see what that's all about. So more Witch City Wicks, hopefully before 2018. And if you're still with us, there's 38 people watching, which is great since I was 20 minutes late. Thumbs up, thumbs up. You guys remember how much that helps me out, right? I'm surprised nobody asked me about, come on, the Yankee Candle tweet shout out from Yankee Candle. Yeah, I think I saw that, Eric, on the Facebook page. I hope you enjoy them. Mark is making some gingerbread right now. That sounds delicious. What was I going to say? So the Twitter, yeah, I've really worked very hard with your guys' help for a long time now, longer now than it seems, longer time now than you guys even know, to really try to reach out to Yankee Candle, not to work for Yankee Candle, not to be like contracted to do something for Yankee Candle. But I really want them to understand my message and what I was trying to do on YouTube and how I'm different as far as I just love fragrance. I love candles. Candles are supposed to make us relax. They're supposed to make us feel happy. They're supposed to put us in a good mood. And I wanted to be more of a positive beacon of folks who just want to not hear the drama of candles. One company is better than the other, and this candle's no good, this candle's good. It's like, why are we fighting? So I wanted Yankee Candle to get that message, and I wanted to know that I had their back 100%, and I've been asking them for the longest time for a shout out, and they finally did, and I couldn't be happier. They tweeted my Candle Power New York City pop-up exhibit video on Twitter, and that just means so much. I mean, it just means so much. It's such a big payoff to see Yankee Candle actually contact me and do that. So Yankee, if you're listening, thank you so much. Now, the other side to that is I truly believed that if Yankee Candle was going to share a video of mine, I was really hoping they would do it on Facebook, not Twitter, that it would create a very popular video which would bring this channel a lot of traffic, and that that didn't really seem to happen. So if you're wondering if I'm let down by that, of course there's some sadness there that, it's like, I want to see this channel succeed. I wanted to see it grow, and I have the best intentions, and I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to stop. I'm just going to keep doing this for as long as I possibly can. But I really was hoping to finally make that connection with Yankee Candle, to have them see my work, have them share it, and it just didn't pan out the way I thought. That doesn't mean it's a bad thing. It doesn't mean it's a negative thing. We're just going to keep going. And like I mentioned last week, come 2018, there's going to be a lot of changes to the channels, all good changes. I don't think anyone's going to be upset with me. Yes, and you got to keep in mind, I mean, vloggers, I understand that successful vloggers, it takes years, especially when you're doing like stuff I'm doing, right? So I am very proud of the people that I've managed to reach out to in what is it? It's 18 months now. 18 months. Rome was not built in a day. I don't even want to be Rome. I just want to be like Little Italy, Yes. I want you to know positivity. There's nothing in my mind than positivity. There's no like, it's a setback, and I'm going to change courses or make any dramatic changes. Mark, congratulations. I know some of you guys got Christmas mint, or what is it? Cool Christmas mint. I called months ago to try to get my hands on that candle because I knew it was available as a UK exclusive through, QVC. I knew it was coming, but I kept trying. I never found it. I lost, I just kind of moved on. And now it's starting to pop up, and I'm like, oh yeah, I remember I was looking for that back before Halloween. Does anyone have cool Christmas mint? Yes, Cecily. So that's another great point. Cecily says, when you get a new vlog channel, please include a chat sidebar graphic. So what she's referring to is, I think are the comments rolling right here, or it's down here. It's not actually on the screen, but if people miss the live, they can't see the comments. So I'm going to finally get the live situation all fixed up over the Christmas season. I'm going to take the proper amount of time and work that it's going to take to get a good looking live show together. Those are good questions. I could not get my hands on Christmas mint yet, but I will. I love the determination. I will. Suzanne says it comes out December 9th? Cool Christmas mint, is that what you meant? Hi, Cookie. Rachel, I am in Winstead, Connecticut, which is near Winchester, Connecticut, and Torrington. The reason why I know Torrington, I think it's because that's where Leslie Pethiebridge, at least at some point, that's where she works out of. Or that's a cool coupon to have. Close to Hartford. Yeah, I'm gonna totally. Like I said, I've been spending more time in Connecticut recently, and I really got to keep this up. I spent so much time in Massachusetts, and I love Massachusetts. That's why I go so frequently. But I haven't navigated Connecticut as much as I should have. I mean, there's content just out there, just pull off to the side of the road and just walk a little bit. There's content everywhere in Connecticut. And that's why I'm really looking forward to the new year, because I want to do more of that, literally stopping to smell the roses. It's cold. I'm kind of conditioned to it, so it's not a problem. It's probably like 40 degrees. That's not bad, depending on who you ask. All right, let's get a few more questions or statements, and then I'm gonna sign out. I think this is one of the shorter lives we've ever had. 80s in the Florida. Well, that's crazy that it's 80 degrees in December in Florida, but at least that's somewhat comfortable for you, no? I guess not with the humidity. All right, guys, folks. All right, so 40 degrees. I was kind of on. Texas is in the 70s today. And Mark, thank goodness you received all of your candles. As you may know, Mark has contributed so much to this channel, really purchasing tons of Kringle, Yankee Candle products off the aromatic adventures of the Candle Enthusiast eBay page. So what I mean by contributed, you guys all know the story. This money is not going in my pocket. I'm not going out and spending crazy money on like vintage wine. That money is going back into the show, and for your contribution, Mark, I really really thank you. And your Christmas card, plural maybe, is coming. Yes, Eric, I was following the bidding war a little bit, and then that just stuff makes me nervous. There's a little bit of a bidding war action. Okay, and spontaneous right now, I'm going to end this vlog with the giveaway. So if you've actually watched this whole video, whether you're watching it right now live or if you're watching it later, you're in luck, because I'm not going to, well, I should change. I'll change the headline and say giveaway. That would be stupid not to, but I'm going to do a giveaway. It's going to be US only this year. What can I give away? I'm going to give away, what do you guys, what do we want? We want Yankee Candle, or do we want something a little bit more small production? But I'm going to ask you for a favor. Zesty orange, that's sold. I had one. A drawing. There's a good idea. Like a drawing, like a lottery system, or like a sketch drawing. Something from Cottage Wicks. That is a fantastic idea. I will do. I'll do a very, very small drawing. Trust me, I just got way too much work to do today. I'll do a small drawing, graphite on paper. I'm just trying to think of what I have at home. I'm going to give away, does everyone like Merry Marshmallow? Yes, and I'm going to mention that one more time before I sign out. The announcement is the Smell It Sunday and the spontaneous live videos, or as I like to call it, aromatically speaking. Not all, but definitely Sundays, and most of the live vlogs are going to be moved to a sister channel of the Candle Enthusiast. And if you're not already a member of the Facebook group that Rachel's put together, the Candle Enthusiast Facebook group, this is how you're going to find out the name of the new channel. So if there wasn't an excuse for you to go back then, this is going to give you an excuse. Go up, join. If you don't want all the notifications, turn off the notifications. But I think we've collected, I mean, I'm learning from you guys. Like I at first, when I started making videos, I kind of felt like I was imparting some knowledge. Now you guys are like teaching me, which is totally the purpose of the channel. So that's why I love that Facebook page is there. You guys are posting coupons. Everything has been positive. But that's where you're going to find out the name of the new channel. So make sure you, somebody link up. Well, I'll have, for those of you watching later, I'm going to put it in the description. For you guys watching it now, somebody post a link to that Facebook page. So the giveaway, it's going to be a small drawing, and I'm going to give away a medium-sized Mary Marshmallow. And trust me, there'll be a few extra things in there. And sadly, this is only a US until I figure out a way to ship internationally more affordably. So a drawing and Mary Marshmallow. So this is what you got to do to participate. This is very, very important. Any means that you want to see it, what I highly would suggest, would like to see you do, if you have a Twitter page, go to Yankee Candle's Twitter page, retweet if you haven't already my video, like, comment, say anything you want to Yankee Candle, right? Tell them, if you've been watching my shows for a long time, tell them that. If you think I should be, collaborating with Yankee Candle more, say that. Say whatever you like. You can even say negative things. I don't care. But as long as you like or retweet and comment, I will see. Oh, and you have to hashtag. YCTCE. So YC Yankee Candle, TCE, the Candle Enthusiast. You have to hashtag that, otherwise I can't see it. Actually, I will if it's in the comments, but just do that to be safe. And if anyone doesn't have a Twitter account, Facebook message, perfectly fine. Several folks told me that they did a handwritten letter. How awesome is that? I think that really shows loyalty. I think that sends a message to Yankee Candle. So for everyone who participates, give me some time. And don't just send one, send as many as you want. The whole purpose here is not that I'm trying to make a loud noise to Yankee Candle and bother them and frustrate them. The idea is I want them to see how you guys. I want them to see that video that they posted had a large turnout, and it didn't really get the likes of the retweets. And the more we retweet, the better. Yes, Nancy, I have. Those of you who have already tweeted and have commented and Facebook message, any source of social media, very humbled, very, very humbled. But we need to work a little bit harder. We need to, and the thing is, I call Yankee Candle all the time. I write emails, I leave messages. I've done all I can do at this point. At this point, it's up to you guys, fans, followers, people who enjoy what I do and like to see it more than once a week, twice a week. Make sure that Yankee Candle knows that we're a little bit different. because I don't think they understand yet. I think they think that I'm just another person on, reviewing candles, and that's a wonderful thing. Candle Cafe. I love watching Anthony and his take on all of the candles, but I didn't make the Candle Enthusiast to review candles. I wanted to get outside. I wanted to move. I wanted to make more featurettes, vignettes, travel, and have a different candle YouTube experience. So I just want them to know that. If they knew that, maybe they would look at my work a little bit differently. All right, guys, thank you so much. We're 50 minutes in. The announcement is we are moving to a new channel for the lives, secondary channel, sister channel, whatever you want to call it. Second channel was what most people call it. And then we're doing a giveaway, retweet, comment, and like Yankee Candle's Twitter post. But I will be looking at other things too. If you send a Facebook message, just send a message my way saying that you sent something, or any other platform, and that will qualify you for I don't have no idea what I'm going to draw, but I'm going to do a little piece of artwork and Merry Marshmallow in the medium house warmer jar, and send it your way. That Merry Marshmallow is hard to come by these days, or is it not? It's not really. But I love it. You can never have too much of it. So everyone have a great day. Thank you for joining me on this Sunday. A little bit shorter today. I love you all. Next week, like I said, may or may not be here for Smell It Sunday. But one thing's for sure, you will be seeing new videos. I just need that quality time to edit away. Edit away. Yes. And we're still, for me, it feels like we're years away from it. But happy holidays to everybody. I hope you're celebrating and you're getting into the festive spirit. I hope that you slow down, hit that pause button every so often to stop, look around, and absorb, make memories of all of the special moments, all of those special tokens, those moments that are happening all around you with your family, with your friends, that you're creating those memories and you're putting them in the data bank, and that you're not taking them for granted. We all need to hit the pause button this time of year and be thankful for what we have. That's it. I will see you guys very soon. But until then, be good. And you know what? Big. How about a big shout out to Cottage Wicks? Do yourself a favor. This is not like a plug. I'm saying this from one candle enthusiast to another. If you're not following them on Instagram, do that. And check out all of their other platforms. I'm not sure if they're on Twitter. They've got to be on Twitter. If they're not on Twitter, Instagram is how I found them. So make sure you do that, and reviews coming up very, very soon. I might even take them to Salem with me. Maybe we'll do a little Salem at Christmas time action. Bye-bye, guys. Thanks for joining. Happy birthday, Sammy. Cottage Wicks.